Innovation is the key to success, although not everyone has the capability to unlock these doors. We live in a world today where modifications and alterations are used on a daily basis to make each and every day more efficient. So, if we are unwilling to help each other, how will we move forward? Hi, my name is Zach Clark.
I am Kurt Hammond.
I'm Jacob Stewart.
I'm Raul Demoyne.
I'm Sas Mehta.
I'm Emily Tran, and we are the Nzinga Computer team.
Abduwali Umar is a local business owner in Bauchi State, Nigeria. He runs a small computer business with his neighbor and brother who help provide internet services, printing services, and much more.
So our objective is to improve the profitability and sustainability of Abdullahi's business in order to surpass the physical constraints while also maintaining an organized financial system. So we first decided to focus on the challenge of the financial management. As of current, Abdullahi does not keep track of his incomes or expenses on a day-to-day basis, and so his overall profit is difficult to determine. With greater financial tracking, he can focus more directly on the expansion of his business and the improvements of his services.
We created both a short and long-term system for keeping track of finances, and these two things can be printed and used immediately. They are the checkbook and the profit projection sheet. This checkbook is tailored directly toward him. It is very simple. It is something he can use day to day, and also will keep him very organized. It keeps track of all his expenses and his income, and he can see what is making him the most money every day.
The long-term financial management plan is profit projection. There will be a profit projection for each of the services our business partner provides. A profit projection consists of revenue, cost, and net profit, and our business partner will record these every month. A profit projection allows our business partner to look at historical data and make projections based on the trends spotted. Since there will be three different types of profit projections for three different services, it would allow our business partner to identify which service is successful and which services needs work. By using this tool, he'll be able to know which services he needs to reinvest in for further growth.
Using the profit projection, Abdullahi will save money over time for new features and special sales. The best feature we found was the laser jet printer. The printer is much better than his current printer, which is an inkjet printer. The ink is much more efficient, so that will help him make more money. The laser jet printer is the most cost efficient. It is less expensive due to long-lasting ink. It has a much higher quality printing. Also, he can make much more money by charging more for printing in color.
When we tried to find the most affordable printer out there, we found out that 85,000 naira was needed. We knew that he didn't have the finances to do that at the moment, so we thought a loan would be the best option. When we tried to look at the potential cash he would make, we found that minus expenses, he would earn 104,571 naira for that year. When we tried calculating the payback period for that year, and we estimated that he would pay everything within 10 months, which is really good for a short-term loan. And we also calculated the return on investment, and we found that he would get a return on investment of 123%, meaning that it's a very sustainable investment.
Now that we've got finances out of the way, we can delve into the next subject of establishing better customer relations. There were two things that in particular our business partner had wanted help with, and that was maintaining more customer retention and also attracting new customers and giving them reason to not only patronize the store, but to get their friends and their relatives to do so as well. Now, we came up with two separate ways to resolve these two conflicts. Now, in order to maintain customer retention, we came up with a concept of a reward system. Many of us have punch cards, whether it be for Starbucks or gas, perhaps airplane flights. And by doing so, he can also tie it into his newest feature, the printer. Perhaps for every 5 color pages printed, you get one free, or something along those lines. And in order to maintain a better connection with those new customers who just came in, we wanted him to develop a positive atmosphere that is associated with his business. As such, we've created a short manual for him, of which the 3 major points are listed there. That way, when a customer walks in, they not only feel as if they are getting service, but that they are appreciated as a customer and that they are wanted.
In conclusion, these solutions will not only benefit Abdullahi's business, but help improve the country of Nigeria. And even though business runs around money, helping people day to day should always be the main objective. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump in here. You guys did a wonderful job. I love the way that you owned Abdullahi. He's your business partner, and you kept repeating that, our business partner. Everything you planned for him, our business partner. So you're in this business together, which is very important. So you're not just pushing him out there and taking a back step, or you're actually gonna be working with him. Then you talked about, I loved also the way you were able to put together how much the cost of running this business. You came up with that 85,000 naira. You did your research. So that way, if anybody, if I were, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, and I wanted to invest in this business, I would say, okay, let me see, what's the return on investment for me? You did all that calculation, and that is very positive, which means you actually, and you see it's a sustainable business, and maybe I'll call on Mark Cuban here to join me, and we'll go 50-50, right? So good job, guys.
I think originally Mark Cuban did it, Simon Cowell. No, you guys are just fantastic. I mean, a return on investment of 123% in 10 months. I told talking to you, anything less than 7 years is phenomenal return. This is going to be great. You know, a nice color printer you're talking about. I mean, when it comes to the finances, the customer relations, you nailed it. It's about, you ended with both its people and money, which I think is really important. It's not just about the money. To me, it's all about the bottom line. I just got one question for you, and I'll shut up. Whatever happened with the Wi-Fi? You know how much I love that idea.
Not enough people own their own computers to make that profitable.
As we thought of, as we were afraid of. Okay, but it was a great idea. I mean, okay, that's all I have.
So, great job, wonderful presentation. You were comfortable, you were relaxed. You could tell that you had practiced, so that was very important. That adds credibility to whatever you were going to sell anyway, so that was very important. Second, as I think was described, you explained your problem very clearly. You had a very clear solution. You walked us through the math, which was not easy. For your audience may or may not be comfortable with financial terms, and you're thinking about bottom lines and return on investment. You didn't use acronyms. You spelled out all the terms, so that was very important and powerful. And then last, when you did the customer relations piece, it was also very powerful that you walked towards the audience, because by walking towards the audience, you were reducing the distance between you and the people listening to you, and implicitly you were reducing the distance between your proposal and then the audience that's considering funding. So I thought that was very well done. So great job, guys.
All right. For my part, first I would recommend you for doing an amazing thing by providing the financial management system, and you didn't just look at maybe a short-time plan, but you also consider a long-time plan. So this is really amazing, and it's kind of like you're giving him like the whole thing. Like, hey, if you're here, we still have something for you to move on. So this is really great. And talking about coming up with a solution by providing a way out for him, spending much money on ink, inkjet printer, stuff like that. definitely that's a smart move because many business centers are using that type of machine, but they spend a lot of money, while trying to serve their customers. But the LaserJet printer, I'm positive, is going to help them a lot by saving a lot of cost. So that's really, really amazing. And the advertising part, you guys are using punch card. I've never seen anyone use it. So it's a kind of like maybe you need to elaborate more. That's what I'm expecting, so that I will also understand how it works, so that your business partner can actually make use of that. And I think it's definitely going to help him out, because from the start, it's something amazing that I think it's really going to be important for his business. So thank you for the nice presentation.
You guys came to play. You did. You were all dressed up, professional. I was wondering if they're in the Matrix, they're here, ready, they're saying stuff, they know exactly what they're talking about, they have their goals, they get each one. Really impressed, guys. You guys know what you want, you went out and got it. I think all the judges are impressed too. So, all I have to say is, I really loved it. I loved every second of it. You guys knew what you're doing, you knew what you wanted. All of you were making eye contact with everybody. You were taking turns, making sure all the judges knew who you were, what you were talking about. You were moving around. Amazing presentation. Just let me give everyone a round of applause.
Join the International Leadership and Business Summit. Transform the world.